Update from Le Golf National outside of Paris. Scottie Scheffler has won the men's Olympic golf tournament. He is now an Olympic gold medalist, the world #1 and Masters champion, charging up the leaderboard with a scintillating course record tying 62 in the final round to finish at 19 under. One shot better than Britain's Tommy Fleetwood, who takes home the silver. Hideki Matsuyama of Japan won the bronze. American Xander Schauffele looking for that repeat, but he fell apart on Sunday. He tumbled 8 spots down the leaderboard into a tie for 9th. Let's bring in golf analyst Rick Gehman to talk about this. Rick, Scottie Scheffler, unbelievable play on Sunday. Weren't sure what we would see from him based on what we saw on Saturday, because he came in, I think, 4 shots back of the lead, but puts together a very Scottie Scheffler round. Your reaction to him now adding a gold medal to his trophy case?
Yeah, Jeremy, I think by my count, he's got 6 trophies, 3 champions jackets, a brand new sweater vest, and now a gold medal, all earned in 2024. And he was definitely entering the day as probably the guy farthest back who could apply a lot of pressure on the top of the leaderboard, make a lot of noise, and was still within reach of the podium. And he had not yet had that really low round yet. He had struggled with the putter over the first 3 rounds, and then he started making everything early, and he started making everything late. You see those 3 birdies immediately out of the gate, and then to come home in 29 on the back 9 of this golf course, which was playing much more difficult every day of this tournament. It shows how great Scottie Scheffler is. There's a reason why he's the #1 player in the world, and it's not very close. There's a reason why he's going to end up being the player of the year, and this is honestly the rightful conclusion to an international competition of this magnitude, to have the best player in the world on top of the podium.
You forgot to mention the baby and the fact that he got arrested added to his 20.
It's been a very busy year, Jeremy.
It's been a wild ride. And as you alluded to, I mean, there is a player of the year that's coming for him. Safe to say that that debate is now over, because there was talk about perhaps Xander Schauffele being the player of the second part of the year, given that he's won the last 2 majors. Scottie, those 6 wins in the first part of the season. But now, Rick, you're saying it's over. Scottie Scheffler is player of the year with this Olympic gold medal.
It was probably over anyway. Xander Schauffele opened up the door slightly by winning 2 major championships, but Scottie did things in the first 6 months of the year that we have not seen anyone do. Then he has an okay major championship season. Still wins a major, by the way. It's not like he went with a goose egg there. He won the Masters, of course, and then now to add a gold medal here. Yeah, this will certainly push him over the edge. Even I think if Xander wins a playoff event in the Tour Championship, I think Scottie's peers will still look back and say that it was Scheffler who had the best year out of anybody.
Yeah, as you take a look at what Scottie Scheffler's been able to do in 2024, and it's just been a fantastic season for him. Finishing second, 1 shot back, getting the silver medal. Tommy Fleetwood of Great Britain. Rick, how big is this for Tommy Fleetwood? Because he was consistent the whole tournament long. He was always contending near the top.
Yeah, and this is, you know, kind of another fitting finish. Tommy Fleetwood has a ton of runner-up finishes in big-time events. He has not yet gotten that breakthrough PGA Tour victory, though he's won a lot internationally. So it's kind of fitting that he finishes runner-up here. But I was impressed with Tommy. You know, he makes a bogey on 17, a very difficult hole, but he kept his foot on the pedal. He made Scottie Scheffler and anybody else who was going to contend to get onto the podium, he made them earn it. And even the putt that he made, 5-6 feet for par on 18 to secure his silver medal and to not have to go to a playoff with Hideki Matsuyama showed me a lot. Tommy's a great player. He is probably the best player in the world who does not have a PGA Tour win. It'll be great for him. It'll be great for his resume. It'll be great for Great Britain, who will get on the podium again. Remember, Justin Rose won the gold in 2016. So an all-around awesome week for Tommy Fleetwood. I'm really happy for him.
And rounding out the medalists, Hideki Matsuyama, who takes home the bronze for Japan. We weren't sure about what we'd see from Matsuyama, because the last 2 rounds coming into Sunday, I mean, he was 68 and 71, but then goes out and shoots the 6 under to get into that bronze medal play. So what does this win do for Matsuyama?
It's so cool. You're right, Jeremy. He got off to a very hot start. He shot a 63 in the opening round, then cooled off a little bit in the middle before coming out and playing well again in the final round. And you have to remember, Hideki is Japan's ambassador to golf, and he has done so much for the game in Japan since winning the Masters. And when you look at the emotion that we saw, I saw Hideki lipping out putts and showing immense emotion like we never see from him at any golf tournament. And you can tell what that means to him. He wants to go on a worldwide stage and prove that Japan is one of the top golfing countries in the world. And with a bogey-free 65 on Sunday to earn that bronze medal, he once again did just that. And Jeremy, I think he was a little bit, probably had a bad taste in his mouth, a sour taste in his mouth, because when we played in Tokyo 3 years ago, he was part of that 7-way playoff for a bronze medal, and he did not get it done. CT Pan ended up winning that playoff, and Hideki went home medalless, and it would have been great to do that in Tokyo, but he gets a little bit of revenge by getting a bronze medal here. So he's just going to continue to be a great ambassador for the game of golf in Japan.
Yeah, and the bronze medalist added to that his trophy case for Hideki Matsuyama. A good Sunday for him. Not a great Sunday for Jon Rahm, though. Early part of the day, though, it looked like Rahm was going to run away with this thing, Rick. I mean, he had a 4-shot lead at one point and then completely collapses on the back nine, 4 bogeys and a double bogey. What happened to Jon Rahm?
Jeremy, this was over. You know, Jon Rahm got off to an unbelievable start in the final round. He got to 20 under par. The gold medal winning score was 19 under par. Jon Rahm was at 20. He had a 4-shot lead on everybody else on the field, and not only did he fall from the gold medal position, but he falls completely off the podium and finishes in a tie for 5th. It was shocking. You could tell that almost the moment seemed to be getting a little bit too big for him, quite honestly, because look at this stretch of golf. A bogey on 11, a bogey on 12, a double on a par 5, 14th, and then he ends with 2 consecutive bogeys. That's not what former #1 player in the world Jon Rahm is supposed to do. So this got away from him very quickly. I think it was a little bit of the golf course, which has a lot of trouble lurking, especially on that second 9. There's water everywhere. You can make big numbers. That's part of it. But he played that 9 significantly worse than everybody else who was in contention, which tells me that maybe he was squeezing the golf club a little bit too tight. Maybe he was trying a little bit too hard, and he was watching his Olympic medal dreams fade away very, very quickly. So this is a very disappointing second 9 for Jon Rahm, one that he's probably going to be thinking about for a long time.
Yeah, and certainly Xander Schauffele is going to be thinking about his final round as well. We talk about this bad second 9 for Rahm. It wasn't great for Schauffele either. 2 bogeys and a double bogey on his second 9 as he tumbled down the leaderboard, finishes 2 over 73 for the round, but finishes back here. How disappointing is this for Schauffele, given what we'd seen from him in contention all week long?
Yeah, he looked in complete control of his game, and he's looked in control for the last 2 months, right? 2 major championships, and then through the first 3 rounds, it looked like Xander Schauffele was going to have a great opportunity to successfully defend his gold medal, which I've argued would have been one of the greatest golfing feats I've ever seen with the way that the setup for Olympic golf currently is. And this is kind of the gift and the curse that is Xander Schauffele. You know, he does not manufacture a lot of energy. He does not go on a lot of great runs. He does not go on a lot of bad runs. He just kind of plays great golf all the time. So when he makes a couple of bad swings and finds the water, puts a big score on his card, he's kind of unable to say, okay, I'm going to summon 3 straight birdies, like we've seen Jon Rahm do, like we've seen Scottie Scheffler do, like we've seen Rory McIlroy do. Xander is just a guy that if you played 1,000 consecutive holes, he would have the same emotion, the same strategy, the same mentality, and he'd probably win a lot. But when you're in the sprint portion of a golf tournament, Jeremy, he can't really kind of summon that extra superhuman power that we've seen some of the other superstars be able to do.
Finishes T9 at 12 under in this edition of the Olympics. Our golf analyst Rick Gehman joining us to break down the final round. Scottie Scheffler, now a gold medalist, added to his trophy case. They'll be talking about Scottie and what this win means for him and others of this final round of the Olympic tournament on the First Cut podcast. You can download and follow wherever you get your podcast audio, or you can scan that QR code to listen to the latest episode right now.